So this should be an easy video. So number one, so we're gonna talk about our ghosting experiences.
Right.
Okay, so okay. We're recording.
Yeah, you hit the button.
I didn't realize that. Okay. I see the numbers counting down. Like
Yeah, that's what happens when you push the button.
Yeah.
I think that might be our
That's a
blooper.
blooper. We have no time. Like we don't have a hard time finding bloopers. That's funny. Okay. Hello YouTube, I'm Antoine.
And I'm Antoinette.
We're just here having an open discussion about our views on ghosting. I think ghosting happens to the best of us, and especially in the dating world. You're going to encounter that you're single, you're on the market, and you're looking for people. It's just a common experience. I'll just reflect on my personal experience when it comes to dating apps. Everybody uses them nowadays. I remember in the earlier days when I was on the market, before I was here, lovely young lady sitting here before you arrived in my life, I used a dating app. I was introduced to it by my friend. I can't even count how many times I've been posted on this app, man.
36, 37, 38, 39, yeah.
Countless times. So I kind of understood why, because I'll be talking to girls on the app forever. I would not ask for their numbers. After a while, the girls would be like, yo, you're not asking for my number, so that means you're not interested. You don't want to spend forever on the app. The way to truly connect with somebody, you get their personal number. So I was kind of like delaying that process, and people would just ghost me. I'm like, I don't really understand it. One girl that I dated 4 years ago, we went on maybe about 2 dates. She was attractive, everything was going well. What happened was I ghosted her at the beginning. It was a little weird to me because like she was always traveling, she was always going out of town. Like 1 week she's in Miami, then the next week she's in LA.
Was she like a sugar baby or something?
That's why I kind of ghosted her. It's like, this is a little weird for somebody to be traveling like these many cities in a short span of time. So I was like, that was a little suspicious. I kind of ghosted her. So then she came back and started texting me, like, oh, you ghosted me, why did you ghost me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, maybe you could say I wasn't honest, but I didn't really tell her why.
You didn't tell her the truth?
I didn't really tell her why.
Why?
I just didn't want to make it awkward. You know what I mean?
More awkward than her texting.
Because I didn't want to tell, like, who am I to tell her, like, oh yeah, I'm going to be traveling too much. I'm kind of thinking, like, she probably would have thought, why are you so insecure about me traveling different places? That's
completely true. Who are you to tell her that? But who you are is somebody who's not interested in being with somebody who's traveling that much. If she asks you why you didn't talk to me anymore, this is my reason. It has nothing to do with you and everything to do with what I'm looking for.
Right. Yeah, I you know, but at the time,
I don't care. I just go to her.
Listen,
anyway.
so then I gave her another chance. So we went on another date, and then she kind of ghosted me. So I kind of like,
hit you with the okie dokie.
Yeah, that was like a good way of her getting revenge. So I was like, cool. That's one specific story that comes to mind. I think she ghosted me because I guess she kind of felt that I wasn't. My interest was kind of like, you know.
But she should have known that you weren't interested
when
you ghosted her the first time.
True. That's actually true.
So with me, my whole thing about ghosting is what qualifies ghosting exactly? Is it after you meet somebody? Is it before you meet somebody?
It could be both.
Oh, well then I've ghosted a lot of people.
It could be both, because if you're talking to somebody like on the app, or you meet somebody on the street, they get their number, you're talking, and then you lose interest, then yeah.
Okay, so hypothetically, say when I'm walking down the street and dude hit on me, I'll just give them my number or fake number. After a while, I started giving my real number because New York dudes would be like, nah, I'm calling you right now. Give them your real number and then you block them immediately. Do you consider that ghosting?
That's kind of ghosting, yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that qualifies as ghosting. Yeah.
I think that's self-preservation, ladies. When it comes down to ghosting people on like dating apps, I've been ghosted. I've done the ghosting. I try to like, let's come to terms and let's end this, but it's kind of hard. Ghosting is easy to just be like, I'm never gonna talk to this person again. When you're the reciprocant of ghosting, especially when you're interested in the person, it hurts. There was a mutual ghosting guy I met off of OkCupid, and he ended up being like my height.
We mentioned it in one of our other videos.
Yeah, in our other video.
You should check out as well our Black App experience, story of how we met.
In that situation, we took the train together for a little bit. I went home, he went home, and then we never talked to each other again. So I think that's like a mutual ghosting.
You guys came with a mutual agreement. That's what happened.
I know that part of it was me looking at him funny. I can't control my facial expressions. When there's something weird happening, I make faces. If I think something's funny, I'll just laugh. I know the whole time we were on our date, I was just like, as far as me ghosting someone straight up, I know I've done it. I just don't have any good
She's
stories.
done it so many times. She can't
Stop! No!
It kind of depends on the amount of time you're talking to somebody. If you're talking to somebody on the app, like maybe 1 to 3 months, things aren't really working out and you're losing interest in this person and you decide just to ghost them, I think it really doesn't matter. If you're dating somebody, you kind of got to take a hint. If a person's not talking to you anymore, that means it's a dub. Don't try not to take it personal. I feel like sometimes in the dating world, people take things so personally. It's like, I don't really know you enough to care that much.
Damn!
I'm trying to see if you qualify to be in my life. I'm trying to see if you're a good candidate. And if anything, if somebody ghosts you, look at it as a good thing. That means that person's not meant to be in your life. I mean, that's the way I look at it. So it depends on the length of time you talk to somebody, 6 months or more, then you probably need closure.
Okay. There were a couple of things that you said that I was a little shocked by, but okay. When we're talking about length of time, it's your prerogative whether you ghost or you don't. I think there are certain situations when ghosting is your best bet. As a woman, there are definitely times when it doesn't feel safe to turn a man down. You hear all the time about women who are assaulted by men because telling the men no or turning them down, it happens. So it's hard to feel safe being in somebody's face and giving them that closure. If you have been working towards building something, have your closure. But no one has to provide you with closure, I guess. But I think it's the right thing to do.
Even if you're dating somebody and you only been for like 2 weeks.
I don't think they care that much. But if the person did care, I think they deserve it. You don't know what the other person's feeling. In our relationship, I was the first one to say I love you. I knew that I loved this person. I told him that I loved him and he wasn't there yet. And that's okay. If he ghosted me after that, it would have been... Yeah.
That would have been terrible. Like, I'm a bad person at that point, you know? Like, actually, I'm not the guy you should be dating.
But there are stories where people are like, it was love at first sight, and I knew I wanted to marry her in 2 weeks. In that situation, if you want to marry me and I don't want this, do you think that you should just ghost the person who's madly
you shouldn't. That makes you a bad person.
But in that situation, it's only been 2 weeks.
I don't think I'm thinking about marriage.
But some people do.
Like, I don't think I'm thinking that deep into it. I really don't. If you're thinking marriage out of 2 weeks, something's a little off with
you. You never heard about love at first sight?
That's like hardcore infatuation. If you trying to get married to somebody after 2 weeks, I'm concerned with that.
There are stories like that.
Actually, I will ghost you. That's extreme. And don't get me wrong, there's some people out here who believe in a love at first sight thing or whatever, but if you're trying to get married in 2 weeks, bro, I'm blocking numbers. Call me a bad man. Like, I'm not, like, that's a little too, nah.
You know that you were super into me when we first met.
I wasn't trying to marry you.
I know, but if I was like, nah, you probably would have blocked me. Knowing you probably would have blocked me.
Like, it probably would have happened. If I'm talking to somebody with an app and they're like, yo, when we get married, like, I'm like, this person ain't for me, man. Nah, that's kind of disturbing. Then it's
no, not on the app, but let's say you meet. Remember our first date? Our first date was super magical. I initiated our first kiss. It was super romantic. If I was like, I'm in love.
If you would have told me that, man, I would have been like, whoa, it's a lot of pressure for the first date.
Pressure? Why is it pressure?
You don't think there's a lot of pressure by telling you, like, when they first met you, they would know you? Like, that's kind of like...
I don't know. People tell me they love me all the time.
Yeah, I would think you're a little obsessed and, you know, now you're going to be stalking me now. You're gonna be like, that's what I'm going to be thinking. If somebody tell me all that stuff the first time they met me, don't even know me.
So you've never had an experience where you felt instantly connected to somebody?
Yeah, but I'm not using the L word.
Even if you don't use it, but you feel like, okay, I could see something going down with this person.
That's cool.
Yeah, right? So if you see something going down with this person and you're looking forward to future dates and then they ghost you, you're gonna feel some type of way.
I'm gonna be a little hurt.
Exactly.
But I don't care. That means they work out. You know how many times I got ghosted? I got ghosted. We went on like 3 dates. I don't think he's feeling me. I'm not feeling her. We just never talked again. Most of the times when I've been ghosted, it's been actually mutual. With me, I show off my vibes really easily. So I think people get the sense if I'm feeling somebody or not.
I couldn't sense if you were feeling me or not in the beginning.
That's an exception. But other situations, when I'm not feeling that person, I think they kind of feel it. And the people that I wasn't, they never hit me back.
So you've never had an experience where you were really feeling somebody and they ghosted you?
Yeah, I have. Like, okay, well, I'll talk to somebody else. That's it. I never took it that person as dating.
Well, I have. I've been offended by being ghosted. I'd rather just talk it out. If somebody would honestly just be like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm just not into you, I would take that better than being ghosted. Because I have to sit with all of my feelings, over analyzing everything that I did. But if I was really into that person and I thought things were working out well, then all of a sudden they're just gone, then yeah, I'm gonna feel a type of way.
Ideally, in a perfect world, I think closure is good. I think that we should give closure to people before we block their number and just act like they never existed. However, realistically, people aren't the nicest people in the world. A lot of people don't like rejection. So I can imagine if you're talking to somebody, even if you try to be as nice as possible, there's a lot of people like, yo, F you, you ugly anyway. So the best bet is just don't say anything and let that person take your hint. That's the way I look at it.
That's true. And your car get keyed, don't be upset.
There's some crazy people out here. Yes, that's it. That's the only way I can sum it up. But some people out there who can't even take a hint very well either. You know, I'd rather go somebody versus I don't see us moving forward.
You want your feelings to be spared, but not the other person. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying
you kind of are. Listen, you're saying like, I'm gonna leave them to their own feelings or whatever, because it's easier for me to not have to deal with them.
I'm saying in a perfect world, we do need closure.
No.
People don't like rejection.
Instead of having to deal with a confrontation, you're saying it's easier for you to just disappear.
I'd rather just walk away. I think my life would be easier if I just walk away.
So, yes, it's about the ease for you and not about the other person.
Call it easy. You act like you never ghosted somebody. I'm sure you go to a lot of people. You didn't hit them up.
You don't know how many people ghosted. I don't even know how many people.
I don't know how many people I ghosted either, but
so at least text somebody. I think we can agree that it's gonna be like, hey, this is not working out, and block.
That's even worse. So you block somebody like a week after. What if they reply back to you like that instant? Like, huh? Like, where are you, man? Like, that's not like nice either. That's actually worse. I normally don't really block people when I go. Well, sometimes I do, but not all the time.
See, you do.
Because I don't want nobody coming back. Like, it's the reason why you on my ghost list. Like, that means I don't want you coming back bothering me. It's like,
no, I block people with the quickness. I really do. I never block you.
Thankfully.
Yes,
But anyway, that concludes our video. Please feel free to share your experiences with ghosting. Kind of like, what's your personal opinions about ghosting? Do you think it's appropriate? Do you think we always need closure when you ghost people? Feel free to drop that in the comments. Subscribe, share. Also hit that notification bell so you know be updated with our videos every time we upload. It's going to be every Sunday, but you know, if you need the extra reminder, hit the bell. And that concludes our videos. We'll see you in the next one.